for CORKTOWN. Showing approximately 5 minutes left in the first half. The score is still Columbus Eagles 1, CORKTOWN Women's Football Club 0. CORKTOWN keeps moving the ball down the field by throwing it in, and Eagles knocking it out. So getting into a little more dangerous area here. But if you look at the background here, they have CORKTOWN's bringing 4 people back to cover 2 forwards. So they're always going to be outnumbered on the attack. Another CORKTOWN throw-in. Ball's turned over. Coach is calling for a fast counter. Sydney Worthy on the ball. Sydney Worthy. Ball up and over. A little bit too much on that. Also want to thank our season membership holders. If you're watching this because you're a season membership, we want to say thank you for supporting women's soccer in Columbus. Your support is so important to us to be able to put on a quality program and to build women's soccer in Columbus, Ohio. Thank you a lot. Looks like we may have... Hey, it's a goal kick. Thought it might have been a corner. Substitute for the Eagles. Just minutes left in this first half. Again, the Eagles are up 1, CORKTOWN Women's Football Club at 0. Foul on the Eagles. CORKTOWN has a set piece. Coach calling to hold the 18. Direct shot. Up and over and wide. So no ball handlers today, so Celeste is getting a little bit of a walk out of this to go retrieve her ball. Hopefully they'll add some stoppage time for that. Ball gets into Sydney Worthy. Coming across. And a shot. And a nice save by the goalkeeper. Flying save to her right. Keeps the score at 1-0. Columbus Eagles versus CORKTOWN Women's Football Club. Again, ball into Sydney. playing out wide. Getting numbers forward, taking a shot off the post. I do believe there was a handling call that got missed, and we have a definite foul in the midfield on the Columbus Eagles. Set piece for CORKTOWN. We are moments away from concluding the first half. The current score, Eagles 1, CORKTOWN 0. Once again, long ball trying to find those forwards. Pressure by the Eagles forces the CORKTOWN to go negative. Oh. And we've got the ball open. Trying to take a left footed, but the defender gets their foot right in there at the right time. It's good defending. Oop. Clearance was not so good. Eagles throw in. Oh, taking a shot, but it was swerving to the right. Again, I'm seeing the referee looking at their watch. We may be at the half shortly. Again, I'm going to cut out quickly at the half. Might even go back to the car and try to get some more juice in this thing so we can make it all the way through the game. But we appreciate you making allowance for our last minute makeshift broadcast today. CORKTOWN's keeper's taking her time, wasting a bit of minutes. Possession goes to the Eagles, and the ball is tried to be played out wide, missed it by that much. Looking. Cross coming in. Up and over the goal. Yeah, by my watch, we are past the moment, so she must have added some added time. She is looking at her watch there in the center. And she's calling the half. I'll be back. So we're back for the second half between the Columbus Eagles FC and CORKTOWN Women's Football Club. I have 18% left on my battery life, so I apologize in advance if, for whatever reason, we don't make it to the end of the game. Eagles did play CORKTOWN at home 2 weeks ago. The game ended up, I believe, 4-1 in favor of the Eagles, with Nikki Cox with a hat trick. But right now it's 1-0 in favor of the Eagles. Long shot testing the keeper. And if you remember first half, I talked about this being an east-west field. Celeste is going to be looking into the sun to defend her goal. So the Eagles must have lost the toss. Eagles continue their ownership of the possession. We don't have any particular stats, but it's been a lot. Just gotta notice my battery power is now below 15%. Hopefully we can make it through the next 44 minutes. There were enough calls for a foul that they gave us one. And Eagles get the ball in play again quickly. Nicky Cox on the ball. Flip. Is it in? Calls are offside. I am not sure that I agree with that. However, the referee was in a better position to see what their positions were at the time the ball was played. Referee says that it was outside the plane, over the line, so it's into touch and a throw in for CORKTOWN. Great entry ball. Might have a little bit too much on it. These CORKTOWN defenders are definitely getting a workout today. Oops. Just a little bit too much muscle on that. Again, you've got 4 defenders back here to cover Nicky. And then a long ball to try to get in behind our defense. Great entry ball for Nicky. Defense cleaned that up. So CORKTOWN has almost every player behind. Here in the front we've got 1 outlet person. And a shot on goal off the outside of the right foot. Just misses the mark on the right. Eagles continue to put the pressure. So it may not be an official bunker defense, but CORKTOWN does get a significant number of players behind the ball and has the 1 outlet. So that's a typical look for when you're trying to keep the other team from scoring and then doing a quick counter over the top. Into the and Celeste picks that up within the 18. unfortunate touches. Oh. Those are the things that can cause you trouble if you get an accidental mistouch. But the Eagles recover well. Entry ball into Nikki. To Sikora. Out wide, but not quite strong enough. But the Eagles get it back and recover. Corktown's not taking any chances and simply clearing the ball. Oops, again, a little bit too much on that ball. Good idea, though. Flick on the outside. And the Eagles are pressing. Not going to make it easy for Corktown to get out of the back. Hear the coach in the background saying, "Stay high, stay high." Eagles with a quick, and then there's a shot, and it's a goal! That sounds like Ava got that one. So that brings the score up to 2 for the Columbus Eagles and 0 for Corktown Women's Football Club. Ava Watson, I believe. Great shot. I'm showing about 35 minutes left to play in the game. Eagles up 2-0. So that, we talked a little bit about the bunker defense. One of the ways to beat a bunker defense is to take a shot over the top. And that's exactly what Ava did. She's coming down. Is she going to do it again? Nope. It's a pass to the forward. And again, a clearance. No attempt to play possession out of the back. Certainly is a clash of styles today. The Eagles trying to play possession out of the back, short passes, and pulling the defense out of position. Corktown appears to be bunkering in, looking for the counter and going long. Again, a clearance out of the back gives the Eagles a throw in. Again, want to thank our sponsors again, G&J Pepsi. We really appreciate their support through the years, and They are on the back of our jerseys, if you can see them in this small little deal, but they are prominently displayed below the players' numbers. We really appreciate their support of women's soccer in Columbus. Ball into the inside, played through. Just a little bit too much. Again, you know, this field is only 60 yards wide. We're used to playing on an 80-yard field. It's also only about 100 yards long, if it's that. We're normally at 120. So it's not surprising that some of the balls that normally would be completed are being misjudged with the narrow and short field. Foul called on Corktown. I believe the ball was rolling when it was touched, and that's not allowed. The ball must be stationary when you do a kickoff. So I'm estimating again, but I believe there's about 15 minutes that have expired. Hey, we may have our first corner kick of the night. The Eagles have a corner coming up. But I was saying I think we're about 15 minutes into the match. The time is being kept by the referee on the field, so we're just doing our best guess based on the kickoff time. So if that would be the case, we have about 30 minutes to play. The Eagles are up 2-0. First corner of the night. To the back post, keeper's hands, nice and solid. And a low distribution. Ooh. A rare turnover, but the pressure is on, and once again the Eagles have forced it back to their possession. Celeste playing a little gamesmanship back there, making them come and force her to pick up the ball. As long as she doesn't touch it, it can stay there for as long as it is. Once she touches it, she has 6 seconds, generally. I've never seen that being called unless it's really egregious. Shot on goal. Goal kick. It must have missed to the left. Just wide. I'm trying to remember if we've had an actual shot on goal yet from Corktown. Might have, I just don't recall. But the Eagles have certainly had several opportunities. Goal kick from the keeper. Flicked on by Corktown, walked out by Eagles defense. Corktown having a couple passes that they've strung together now. Getting into the attacking third. And a shot for Celeste. Saved over the top. It was an excellent shot right on goal, right in the spot where it's difficult for the keeper to get to, but Celeste Saloma handles it very well and touches it over, which gives Corktown their very first corner kick of the evening. Again, the score is 2-0 in favor of the Eagles. We're looking to be maybe about 20 minutes in, which would give us about 25 minutes remaining in the game. And for those of you just joining, I am running low on battery power, and I apologize if just at the last moment we lose the end result, but we will definitely let you know what the result was on our website. Comes a quick counterattack. Eagles are up, and we've got some backside run. Oh, unlucky. Almost was there. Nikki Cox on the ball. And a shot. And it's in. Number 3 gets that. That's the third goal for the Eagles for the evening. Balanced scoring tonight. So the score is now 3 for your Columbus Eagles and 0 for Corktown Women's Football Club. Again, the last time we met Corktown was a couple weeks ago at our new home at the Fortress at Obitz. And I believe the outcome of that game was 4-1. It would be great to see Celeste get a clean sheet. Still looking for that. Although last 2 weekends ago, in a nail biter at the end of regulation into 2 minutes into stoppage time at Beedling Soccer Club, that penalty was called. Eagles were up 2-1, and the shot was taken, and Celeste made a diving save to the right and gave the Eagles the win. So she may not have had a clean sheet yet, but her play has been stellar. Don't have any stats on possession, but I would estimate at least 65 to 70% of the ball is in possession by the Eagles throughout this game. And once again, forced turnover. Stays with the Eagles on a throw-in. So Corktown is attempting to hold a high line, not to give the Eagles any opportunity to get inside the 18. Angela Boyce on that defense. Great defense for a forward. Miscommunication. Uh-oh. I think we may have lost our feed.
wife said your feed is still live in your pocket.
Okay. Okay. Well, if we're still live, I'll hold it up here. Sorry, I've just been informed that the TV feed is still live, even though I can't see it. It must be on power save mode. So I'm going to hold this up for as long as I can. Let you see as much as you can, but I again apologize in advance for not having a full phone. Score is still 3-0 in favor of the Eagles. CORKTOWN is really trying to hold a high line. Shot floats over the top of the net. Okay, I'm showing approaching 30 minutes into the game, so that would give us 15 minutes remaining. I'm going to guess it's more like 17 to 18 minutes, but and thank you to the local fan who's watching the feed and telling me that I was broadcasting the inside of my pocket. Whoops. Nothing there. Oops. Hoping you're still with us. The score is Columbus Eagles 3, CORKTOWN Women's Football Club 0. We're in the last 15 minutes of play. Yeah. Changing the... Ooh, unlucky. Good idea, but a little bit lacking in execution. Ball coming our way. Yeah, I would not want to be opposition playing against the Columbus Eagles in their press. Anytime they lose possession, they are all over it and doesn't give the player a chance to think, which is excellent defense. Shot. Flying save by the keeper gives the Eagles another corner, which I believe is the third corner of the night. Got an Eagles substitution. Eagles high into the backside, looking in.